The next word is masterpiece. Masterpiece refers to a work of art, music, or literature that is considered the best or most important of its kind. The Mona Lisa is considered a masterpiece of Renaissance art. This means the Mona Lisa is a very famous and exceptional painting from the Renaissance period. His novel was a true masterpiece, praised by critics worldwide. This means his novel was an excellent and highly respected work of literature. A masterpiece is often seen as the best work produced by a person or group. This means a masterpiece is the most impressive creation in a particular field of art. The next word is materialism. Materialism refers to the belief that material possessions and physical comfort are more important than spiritual values. In today's world, materialism is often linked to the pursuit of wealth and possessions. This means many people focus on acquiring money and things rather than on other aspects of life. Her materialism led her to constantly buy expensive clothes and gadgets. This means her desire for material goods made her focus on buying things. Materialism is often criticized for neglecting more meaningful pursuits in life. This means some people believe materialism is harmful because it focuses only on physical things and not on emotions or relationships. The next word is materialist. A materialist is a person who believes that physical possessions and money are the most important things in life. He is a materialist who always thinks about buying the latest technology. This means he focuses on owning expensive items and believes in their importance. She is a materialist, always seeking the best luxury items. This means she prioritizes material wealth and possessions above other values. Materialists often care more about physical things than spiritual or emotional matters. This means materialists are people who focus on material possessions rather than deeper aspects of life. The next word is medication. Medication refers to a drug or treatment used to cure or alleviate symptoms of illness. She took medication for her headache to feel better. This means she used a pill or medicine to reduce her headache pain. The doctor prescribed strong medication for his back pain. This means the doctor gave him a drug to relieve his back pain. Medication is often used to treat various health conditions. This means medication refers to treatments that help improve or manage health issues. The next word is mediocrity. Mediocrity refers to the quality of being average or not very good. His performance in the competition was marked by mediocrity. This means his performance was not impressive and was just average. She was disappointed by the mediocrity of the restaurant's food. This means she was unhappy because the food at the restaurant was not special or of high quality. Mediocrity is often associated with a lack of excellence or originality. This means mediocrity refers to something that does not stand out or exceed expectations. The next word is melody. Melody refers to a sequence of musical notes that are perceived as a single, cohesive tune. The melody of the song was simple but beautiful. This means the tune of the song was easy to remember and pleasing to listen to. He hummed the melody to himself while walking down the street. This means he sang or whistled the tune of a song quietly to himself. A melody is often the most recognizable part of a song. This means a melody is the main tune that people can remember when they think of a song. The next word is memorial. Memorial refers to something that is built or done to remember and honor a person or event. The memorial to the soldiers who died in the war is located in the city center. This means the structure built to honor the soldiers who died in the war is placed in the city. They held a memorial for the famous author who passed away last year. This means they organized a ceremony to remember the author who died. A memorial is often a physical object or event created to honor someone's memory. This means a memorial is something that helps people remember a person or event from the past. The next word is mercy. Mercy refers to compassion or forgiveness shown towards someone whom you have the power to harm or punish. The king showed mercy to the prisoner, sparing his life. This means the king decided to forgive the prisoner instead of punishing him. She begged for mercy after making a mistake at work. This means she asked for forgiveness or understanding after her error. Mercy is often associated with kindness and leniency. This means mercy involves being kind and not being harsh or punitive. The next word is merger. A merger refers to the combining of two or more companies or organizations into one. The merger between the two tech giants created a global leader in the industry. This means when the two big companies joined together, they became a major player worldwide. The merger of the two banks was completed last week. This means the two banks combined into one financial institution. A merger can help companies increase efficiency or expand their reach. This means a merger is often done to make a company stronger or more competitive. The next word is metaphor. A metaphor is a figure of speech that describes an object or action as something other than what it is, often to suggest a similarity. Her voice is music to my ears. This means her voice is very pleasant to listen to, like music. He was drowning in a sea of paperwork. This means he had a lot of paperwork to deal with and it felt overwhelming. Metaphors are used to create vivid images or ideas in the reader's mind. This means metaphors help to explain or describe something in a more imaginative way. The next word is millennium. A millennium refers to a period of 1,000 years. The year 2000 marked the beginning of a new millennium. This means the year 2000 started a new 1,000-year period. People celebrated the millennium with fireworks and parties. This means they celebrated the beginning of the new 1,000-year period with festivities. A millennium is a long period of time, often used in historical or cultural contexts. This means a millennium represents a very large span of time. The next word is mishap. A mishap refers to an unfortunate accident or mistake. He had a mishap while cooking and burned the dinner. This means he made a mistake or had an accident that ruined the meal. The car accident was just a small mishap and no one was injured. This means the accident was not very serious and no one got hurt. A mishap is usually an unexpected and minor problem or error. This means a mishap is a small accident or mistake that often happens by chance. The next word is misinterpretation. Misinterpretation refers to the act of understanding something incorrectly or in the wrong way. There was a misinterpretation of the instructions, and they were followed incorrectly. This means the instructions were misunderstood, leading to errors in their execution. His misinterpretation of her words caused an argument. This means he misunderstood what she said, which led to a disagreement. Misinterpretation can lead to confusion or mistakes. This means when something is misunderstood, it can create problems or errors. The next word is missile. A missile is a weapon designed to be launched or projected, typically one that can travel over long distances. The military launched a missile during the test. This means the military fired a rocket or weapon as part of a test. The missile hit its target with precision. This means the missile accurately struck the intended object or location. Missiles are often used in warfare or defense operations. This means missiles are weapons typically used in military contexts to attack or defend. The next word is momentum. Momentum refers to the force or speed gained by a moving object or the development of a process. The team's momentum built up after scoring the first goal. This means the team gained energy or enthusiasm after their early success. The project gained momentum as more people joined the effort. This means the project started progressing faster or more effectively as more people got involved. Momentum is often used to describe progress in actions or events. This means momentum can refer to how quickly something is advancing or developing. The next word is monopoly. A monopoly refers to a situation where one company or group controls the entire supply of a product or service. The company has a monopoly on the local market for mobile phones. This means the company is the only provider of mobile phones in that area. Monopolies can limit competition and drive prices up. This means when one company dominates, it can result in higher prices and fewer choices for consumers. A monopoly exists when there is no competition in a market. This means a monopoly occurs when there are no other businesses offering the same products or services. The next word is morale. Morale refers to the feelings of enthusiasm or confidence within a group or team. The coach's pep talk lifted the team's morale before the big game. This means the coach's speech made the team feel more motivated and confident. High morale among employees can lead to better productivity. This means when workers feel positive and motivated, they are often more productive. Morale is important for maintaining a positive atmosphere and motivation. This means morale plays a key role in ensuring people stay positive and motivated in their tasks. The next word is mortality. Mortality refers to the state of being subject to death or the number of deaths in a population. The mortality rate in the region decreased significantly last year. This means fewer people died in that area compared to previous years. Mortality is a key factor in determining life expectancy. This means the number of deaths helps calculate how long people can expect to live. Mortality is often studied to understand the health and well-being of populations. This means mortality is used to assess how healthy or dangerous a situation is for a group of people. The next word is motion. Motion refers to the act or process of moving or the change in position of something. The car was in motion when the accident occurred. This means the car was moving when the crash happened. The motion of the planets around the sun is predictable. This means the way planets move in their orbits can be calculated. Motion can refer to both physical movement and abstract change. This means motion can be about moving objects or about a change in state or condition. The next word is muddle. Muddle refers to a state of confusion or disorder. The instructions were so unclear that they caused a muddle. This means the unclear instructions led to a situation of confusion. After the meeting, there was a muddle of ideas and opinions. This means there were conflicting or disorganized thoughts after the meeting. Muddle is often used to describe a situation that is chaotic or confusing. This means muddle can describe things that are mixed up or hard to understand. The next word is murmur. Murmur refers to a soft, low sound or the act of speaking quietly or in a subdued manner. She gave a murmur of approval after hearing the suggestion. This means she quietly expressed her approval. The murmur of the crowd grew louder as the event started. This means the quiet sounds of the crowd became louder as the event began. Murmur can also refer to soft, continuous sounds in general. This means murmur can describe any quiet, repetitive sound, like a breeze or whisper. The next word is narrative. A narrative refers to a story or account of events, either real or fictional. The novel tells the narrative of a young woman's journey to independence. This means the novel recounts the story of the woman becoming more independent. A narrative can be presented in different forms, such as written, spoken, or visual. This means a narrative can be shared through books, movies, or other media. Narrative is often used to describe the way a story is structured or told. This means narrative can refer to how events are organized or conveyed in a story. The next word is narrator. A narrator is the person or character who tells a story in a book, movie, or play. The narrator in the novel provides insights into the protagonist's thoughts. This means the person telling the story helps explain what the main character is thinking. In some stories, the narrator is a character within the plot, while in others, they are an outsider. This means sometimes the narrator is part of the story, and other times they are separate from it. The role of the narrator is essential for guiding the audience through the story. This means the narrator helps the audience understand the events and characters in the story. The next word is negligence. Negligence refers to the failure to take proper care in doing something, often resulting in harm or damage. The company was sued for negligence after the accident occurred in the factory. This means the company was legally responsible for the accident because they did not ensure safety. Negligence can occur in various contexts, from personal to professional situations. This means negligence can happen in everyday life or at work when safety or responsibilities are overlooked. In law, negligence can lead to legal consequences if it causes harm to others. This means if someone's careless actions cause damage, they may have to pay for the consequences. The next word is nerve. Nerve refers to the courage or bravery to do something difficult or risky. She had the nerve to stand up to her boss during the meeting. This means she was brave enough to challenge her boss in front of others. The term nerve can also refer to a type of tissue in the body responsible for transmitting signals. This means nerve can refer to the biological tissue that carries information between the brain and other parts of the body. Having nerve can also describe someone who is bold or daring in certain situations. This means when someone is described as having nerve, it means they show courage or boldness. The next word is nest. A nest is a structure or place where animals, particularly birds, lay and care for their eggs. The bird built its nest high in the tree to protect the eggs from predators. This means the bird created a safe place in the tree to keep the eggs safe from animals that might harm them. A nest can also refer to a comfortable or cozy place for humans. This means a nest can be used metaphorically to describe a person's home or a comfortable spot. Some animals, like ants and termites, also create nests as their living spaces. This means other creatures besides birds build nests for living or laying eggs. The next word is normality. Normality refers to the condition of being normal or typical in terms of behavior, expectations, or circumstances. The return to normality after the storm was slow but steady. This means it took time for things to go back to how they were before the storm. Normality is often used to describe the standard state of things before a disruption occurs. This means normality is the state that is considered usual or expected in a given situation. The concept of normality can vary depending on context or culture. This means what is considered normal can change based on location, society, or situation. The next word is nostalgia. Nostalgia refers to a sentimental longing or affection for the past, often idealizing it. She felt a wave of nostalgia when she visited her childhood home. This means she felt a deep longing for the past when seeing the house where she grew up. Nostalgia can make people feel connected to memories or experiences from earlier times. This means nostalgia often brings back warm feelings from past events or periods of life. While nostalgia can be comforting, it can also make people feel melancholic or sad. This means nostalgia can sometimes bring a bittersweet feeling because the past can no longer be relived. The next word is nostril. A nostril is one of the two openings in the nose through which air passes. She breathed deeply through her nostrils, enjoying the fresh air. This means she inhaled air through the openings in her nose. Nostrils are important for breathing and for the sense of smell. This means the nostrils help us breathe and also allow us to detect odors. Sometimes people have allergies or congestion that can block their nostrils. This means when someone is sick, their nostrils can become clogged and it may be hard to breathe. The next word is novelty. Novelty refers to something new, unusual, or unique that attracts attention. The novelty of the new phone's features quickly wore off. This means the excitement about the new phone faded after a while. Novelty can refer to new trends, inventions, or experiences that are fresh and interesting. This means novelty is the quality of being new and different from what people are used to. Many businesses rely on novelty items to attract customers. This means businesses often use new or unique products to grab the interest of buyers. The next word is observer. An observer is someone who watches or pays attention to something, often without participating. The observer quietly watched the performance from the back of the room. This means the person observed the show but did not get involved in it. Observers can be individuals who analyze events or behavior without direct involvement. This means an observer may watch events unfold to understand or assess them. In some situations, observers provide feedback or reports on what they've seen. This means after watching something, an observer may offer their thoughts or findings about it. The next word is odor. An odor refers to a smell, often one that is unpleasant. The odor of the garbage was strong and made everyone cover their noses. This means the smell of the trash was so bad that people didn't want to breathe it in. Odors can be pleasant, like the scent of flowers, or unpleasant, like bad food. This means some smells are enjoyable, while others are offensive or foul. Strong odors can also be a sign of something rotting or decaying. This means if something smells very bad, it could be a sign that it is spoiled. The next word is offspring. Offspring refers to the children or young of a particular organism. The elephant's offspring followed closely behind her as they walked. This means the young elephants stayed near their mother as they moved together. Offspring can be used to describe the children of animals or humans. This means the term is often used for the young born from their parents. In some contexts, offspring is used to describe the result or product of something. This means the term can also refer to the outcome or creation of something, like a project. The next word is omission. Omission refers to the act of leaving something out or not including it. The omission of important details made the report less accurate. This means leaving out key information caused the report to be incomplete. Omission can happen accidentally or deliberately when something is intentionally excluded. This means sometimes things are left out without intending to, or sometimes on purpose. In many situations, omissions can lead to misunderstandings or mistakes. This means if something is missing, it can cause confusion or incorrect conclusions. The next word is openness. Openness refers to being willing to consider new ideas or experiences or being transparent and honest. Her openness to different opinions made her a great leader. This means she was willing to listen to others' views, which helped her lead well. Openness can also refer to physical space that is free from obstacles or boundaries. This means openness can describe a place that is clear and unobstructed. In relationships, openness often refers to being honest and sharing thoughts freely. This means when people are open with each other, they communicate freely and trust one another. The next word is optimism. Optimism is the tendency to be hopeful and positive about the future. Her optimism helped her stay motivated even during difficult times. This means her positive attitude kept her going through tough situations. Optimism is often linked to better mental health and resilience. This means people who are optimistic tend to handle challenges better. Some people are naturally optimistic, while others may need to work on it. This means some individuals are born with a positive outlook, while others develop it over time. The next word is ordeal. An ordeal is a very difficult or painful experience. Surviving the storm was a real ordeal for the family. This means the family went through a tough and challenging experience during the storm. Ordeals are often events that test someone's strength or endurance. This means difficult experiences often challenge a person's ability to cope. After the ordeal, the family was relieved to finally be safe. This means after going through the hard time, they felt happy and relieved. The next word is orientation. Orientation refers to the process of familiarizing oneself with new surroundings or information. The new employees attended an orientation to learn about the company. This means the employees participated in a session to get to know the company better. Orientation can also refer to the way something is positioned or aligned. This means it can describe how things are arranged or set up in space. Many universities have an orientation program to help new students settle in. This means universities offer introductory sessions for students to adjust to campus life. The next word is ornament. An ornament is a decorative item used to add beauty or style to something. The Christmas tree was covered in colorful ornaments. This means the tree was decorated with bright, shiny items. Ornaments can be used for holidays or as part of home decor. This means people often use ornaments to decorate their homes or celebrations. Some ornaments are handmade while others are mass-produced. This means some are crafted individually while others are made in large quantities. The next word is orphan. An orphan is a child whose parents have died or are no longer present. The orphan was taken in by a kind family who cared for him. This means the child, who had no parents, was welcomed into a new home. Orphans often face emotional and practical challenges after losing their parents. This means children without parents might struggle with feelings of loss and change. There are orphanages that provide care and shelter for children in need. This means some places are dedicated to helping children who have lost their parents. The next word is outbreak. An outbreak is the sudden occurrence or spread of something, usually a disease or problem. The city experienced an outbreak of flu, leading to many people getting sick. This means a large number of people in the city became ill due to the flu. Outbreaks can happen quickly and require immediate attention. This means a sudden spread of something can create an urgent need for action. In the case of an outbreak, health organizations often step in to control it. This means when something spreads quickly, health authorities take steps to manage it. The next word is outgoings. Outgoings refer to the money that is spent or the costs incurred by an individual or organization. The company reduced its outgoings to save money during the recession. This means the company cut down on its expenses to cope with financial difficulties. Outgoings can include rent, utilities, wages, and other regular payments. This means expenses often include things like bills, salaries, and other necessary payments. Managing outgoings is an important part of financial planning and budgeting. This means it's crucial to track expenses to ensure financial stability. The next word is outlet. An outlet is a place where something is sold or distributed, or a way of expressing emotions or ideas. The factory sells its products at an outlet store to reduce excess stock. This means the factory has a special shop where it sells its extra items at lower prices. Writing in a journal is a great outlet for stress and emotions. This means writing helps people express their feelings and relieve pressure. An outlet can also refer to an electrical socket for plugging in devices. This means it's a place where you can connect electrical appliances to get power. The next word is output. Output refers to the result or amount of something produced. The output of the factory increased after they upgraded their machines. This means the factory produced more items because of better equipment. In computing, output is the information that comes from a computer, like on a screen or printer. This means when you use a computer, the information you see or print is the output. Efficient workers often improve the output of their teams. This means workers who perform well can help their teams produce better results. The next word is pact. A pact is a formal agreement between two or more parties. The countries signed a peace pact to end the conflict. This means the countries made an official agreement to stop fighting. Pacts are often made to ensure cooperation or resolve disagreements. This means they are used to make sure people or groups work together or settle issues. The two organizations entered into a pact to share resources. This means the organizations agreed to work together and share what they have. The next word is paradigm. A paradigm is a typical example or model of something. The internet revolutionized the paradigm of how we communicate. This means the way we communicate changed dramatically because of the internet. Paradigms often shift when new ideas or technologies emerge. This means traditional ways of thinking or doing things change when new methods come up. The scientific community experienced a paradigm shift with the theory of relativity. This means scientists had to rethink many things after the new scientific theory was introduced. The next word is paradox. A paradox is a statement or situation that seems contradictory or impossible but may actually be true. It's the beginning of the end is a common paradox. This means it sounds like the end is starting, but it might mean the opposite. Paradoxes challenge our understanding of logic and reason. This means they make us question what we think we know about how things work. The concept of time travel is often considered a paradox. This means the idea of traveling through time seems impossible, but it's a common paradox. The next word is parallel. Parallel refers to things that are side by side and never meet, or to something that is similar to another. The two roads ran parallel to each other, separated by a small park. This means the roads were next to each other but never crossed. Parallel lines in geometry never intersect, no matter how far they are extended. This means lines that are always equidistant from each other and never cross. The parallel between their experiences made it easy for them to understand each other. This means their similar life experiences help them connect and empathize. The next word is particle. A particle is a very small part or piece of something, often used in science. A dust particle floated in the sunlight beam coming through the window. This means a tiny bit of dust was visible in the light. In physics, particles are the small building blocks of matter. This means everything in the universe is made up of tiny particles. The scientist examined particles to understand how materials react under different conditions. This means the scientists studied tiny pieces of matter to learn more about materials. The next word is pastime. A pastime is an activity that someone enjoys doing in their free time. Reading books is a popular pastime for many people. This means many people enjoy reading as a way to relax in their free time. Gardening can be a peaceful and rewarding pastime. This means gardening is something people do for enjoyment and relaxation. Playing video games is a common pastime among teenagers. This means many teenagers like to play video games in their leisure time. The next word is patch. A patch is a small piece of material used to cover a hole or damaged area. She sewed a patch on her jeans where there was a tear. This means she fixed the hole in her jeans by sewing on a small piece of cloth. A patch can also refer to a small area of something, like a garden or land. This means a specific section or portion of land or area. The software update included a security patch to fix bugs. This means the update added a fix to make the software more secure. The next word is perception. Perception refers to the way you understand or interpret something. Her perception of the situation was different from mine. This means she understood the situation in a way that was not the same as my view. Perception is influenced by your experiences and beliefs. This means the way you see things is shaped by your past experiences and what you believe. Cultural differences can affect perception and understanding. This means the way people from different cultures see things might vary. The next word is perseverance. Perseverance is the quality of continuing to try, even when faced with difficulties. His perseverance in training helped him become a great athlete. This means he kept working hard and didn't give up, which made him successful. Perseverance is essential for achieving long-term goals. This means sticking with something, even when it's tough, is key to success. She showed great perseverance in overcoming obstacles during her career. This means she continued to work hard and succeed despite challenges. The next word is persistence. Persistence is the quality of continuing to do something even when it's difficult. His persistence in solving the problem eventually led to a solution. This means he didn't give up and kept working on the problem until he found an answer. Persistence is often the key to overcoming challenges. This means sticking with something, even when it's hard, can help you succeed. Her persistence paid off when she was finally promoted to manager. This means she kept working hard and didn't give up, which led to her success. The next word is persuasion. Persuasion is the act of convincing someone to believe or do something. His persuasion skills helped him convince the team to support the new plan. This means he was able to change the team's mind and get them to agree with his idea. Persuasion is often used in advertising to encourage people to buy products. This means advertisers try to convince people to purchase things through their messages. She used gentle persuasion to encourage her friend to join the trip. This means she convinced her friend to go on the trip by speaking kindly. The next word is pioneer. A pioneer is someone who is among the first to explore or develop something new. The Wright brothers were pioneers in the field of aviation. This means they were among the first people to invent and develop airplanes. Pioneers in technology often face challenges when introducing new ideas. This means people who create new technology have to overcome many obstacles. She was a pioneer in the field of medicine, making groundbreaking discoveries. This means she was one of the first to make important contributions in medicine. The next word is pit. A pit is a large hole in the ground, often used for storage or as a place to dig. The workers dug a pit to build the foundation of the house. This means they created a large hole in the ground to start building. He fell into a deep pit while hiking in the mountains. This means he accidentally dropped into a hole that was very deep. The farmer filled the pit with water to create a pond. This means he turned the hole into a small body of water. The next word is plague. A plague is a widespread disease or a series of events causing great harm. The city was struck by a plague and many people became ill. This means a disease spread quickly and caused many people to get sick. The plague of locusts destroyed the crops in the region. This means the locusts, which are insects, harmed the crops by eating them all. A plague of misfortune seemed to follow him wherever he went. This means he experienced many bad events in a row. The next word is plea. A plea is an urgent request or an emotional appeal for something. His plea for help was heard by the emergency responders. This means he urgently asked for help and the responders listened. She made a plea for kindness in the community. This means she asked people to be more kind to each other. The judge listened to the defendant's plea before making the decision. This means the judge heard the person's request before deciding the case. The next word is plight. A plight refers to a difficult or dangerous situation someone is facing. The plight of the homeless in the city is concerning. This means the situation of homeless people in the city is worrying. She spoke about the plight of refugees seeking safety in other countries. This means she discussed the difficult conditions refugees are experiencing. The workers' plight was highlighted in the news after the accident. This means the workers' difficult situation became known to the public after the incident. The next word is pole. A pole is a long, slender object that is often used to support something. He used a pole to fish in the lake. This means he used a long stick to catch fish from the lake. The flag was raised on a tall pole in the center of the town. This means the flag was placed at the top of a tall stick in the middle of the town. The power lines are held up by poles along the road. This means tall posts are used to support the wires that carry electricity.